Welcome to the Everything Guide of 2006, where basically I go around town showing you what exactly you can do and where you can do it. If there's any skills to be done, if there's any places to be seen, I will be showing you in this guide, and today we're going to start with the most classic town of the game, Lumbridge. I'll see you when we get into the facts and the places you can go. Welcome to the Everything Guide to 2006. Now we're in Lumbridge Castle. If you want to fill up some vials, you can fill up your vials at these fountains right here. And if you have gone and sheared sheep up, I think it's northwest at the sheep fields, paddock sort of thing, you want to go to Lumbridge Castle, which isn't fully functional yet, so just a warning that it's not fully functional, there's no bank here, and it's not properly coded yet. But you want to climb up the stairs, and if you've got a bunch of wool in your inventory, you can spin it at this spinning wheel. Now there's no bank up the top of the castle just yet, but that's being fixed currently. And there's a few items that are just laying around. Sometimes people will drop things like balls of wool that they've spinned. I'm not really sure I have the wording correctly there. Now, you want to go out the front. And in Lumbridge we can find things like the Bob's Axe Shop. Now here you can go into Bob's Axe Shop and you can buy one bronze pickaxe, a wood cutting axe from bronze to steel, and a battle axe from iron to mithril. Now there's no black battle axe there, there's only, I believe, iron, mithril, and steel. And if you want to recharge your prayer, there's also the Lumbridge Church, which is, I don't believe, yeah, you can use the altar there, so that works and stuff. So now, if you want to get your training up, you can go across the bridge over here, which is just east of the castle, and you can kill some goblins. They will drop things like bones, air stuff, goblin mail, and some talismans, and I believe a few seeds, and I think that's about it. Now, you can kill these imps, which are just sometimes around. I'll just kill one now. Hold on. And I don't believe they drop anything just yet. Jesus, it's taking a while to kill this thing. Alright, there, we've killed it. Let's see what it drops. So yeah, it'll always drop arrows. I'm pretty sure you can find these imps all around the game. They're not just in Lumbridge. And yeah, there's things still being fixed, so ignore all graphical glitches. This is a little Lumbridge guide. You can talk to him and he will give you a bunch of information. This house currently, it has no uses, but if you want to walk up a bit north from the castle, so more northeast, you can find yourself a furnace. Now this isn't close to a bank currently. Once they've programmed a Lumbridge Castle correctly, then there will be a bank and people will be using this spot, but until currently it's unused. And there's a general store in Lumbridge which you can sell all your fletched logs or whatever useless items you have on you, or if you've just started, your items that you're probably not going to use. And there's many woodcutting locations currently. If you go at the back of the general store, you can find yourself oak and normal trees. And if you go a bit, I think it's northwest from the back of the castle, you can find yourself some yews. So yews, they take 60 woodcutting to cut, and they're pretty slow. And if you want to go in front of the general store there, you'll find a couple of normal trees, and you'll find 2 willow logs. 2 willow trees is what I meant to say. And basically this is the best place to chop willows and sell to the general store, considering they're extremely close and it's good fletching XP in my opinion. Now we're going to leave the Lumbridge swamps for later, so that's probably my favourite part of Lumbridge at the moment. And from Lumbridge, with 10 GP coins you can access Alcarid, otherwise you have to go all the way around if you don't have it. Also I forgot to mention that they drop bronze spears, goblins do, so yeah. And canoes aren't fully functional, but if they were, there'd be a canoe here that you'd be able to use. There's a few spots where you can fish shrimp, lure fish, and kill giant spiders. I'm not 100% on what they drop, so I'm going to kill one and we'll see what we get. So yeah, there we go. These are my levels at the moment, guys. They're not really 100%. They're not 100% important to this guide at the moment. But if you want some free raw shrimp, usually there's people power fishing here. So basically, they're just gonna fish all day and drop it all. And this is basically a net and bait spot, so you can catch herring, sardines, shrimp, and anchovy is what I believe is here. If you want to come a bit northeast of the castle a bit more, you can find the cows. Now they're generally pretty packed, considering 100 leather is 10k, So if you want to kill 100 cows and then turn that into leather and make an easy 10k, then go ahead. This is a very good money making method. Their required always drop, like 100% drop, is always bones, meat, and cowhide. So that they're always pretty packed though. So I wouldn't be using this as a giant money making guide, but it can work pretty well. Now, if you want to come down here and get some thieving levels up, there is this one farmer in here. Now, this guy's ranging him because I guess he's low on levels, and I guess that's good training for him. But if you want to get some thieving levels, or you want to curse this guy, I mean, he's always in here. He'll respawn there, and if you just close the gate, he can't get you, so he won't do any damage to you. Now, you want to come a bit north of the cow place, the cow farm sort of thing, and you'll find the chickens. And if you've played 2006 before, you'll know that this chicken spot is usually always packed and a good money making method currently, because I think feathers are 25 GP each. I'm just moving my microphone a bit. And their required drop is sometimes feathers, not 100% feathers, or probably about 75% of the time. Chicken and bones. Now, bones are pretty common because everything has bones, I guess. But yeah, that's just my opinion on the bones situation. Now, if you want to come a bit north of the chicken pit, you can find yourself another 3 more willows behind there, and this is a good location for power wood cutting, where basically you're gonna want to drop every single log that you get. If you don't want that, it's a really good spot for that because there's no general saw around and there's no place to bank it. And if you ever want potatoes, I mean, I think they heal 1 HP, 1 hit point, so there's a field of potatoes here, so if you just need some general food for absolutely free, you can just come and pick these potatoes and nom on them. And I believe that's all to do here at the moment until everything is properly coded, but most of it is coded, so it's all good. Also, I just forgot, I'm not sure if churning butter is in yet, but I'm not 100% on how to do it, but I'm pretty sure you can make it churn butter at the... where is it? I know it's in... there it is. Hold on, let me just get in there. Right here, the dairy churn butter thing. You can churn your own butter there. I'm not sure... and cheese. I'm not 100% sure of its uses at the moment, but if that ever gets coded or has a use, then I will be doing a guide on that and saying that you can do that and stuff. And if there's anything that I've forgotten in this guide, please feel free to suggest it. And this, just as I was talking about earlier, this is the paddock of sheep. You can, I'm not 100% sure where to get the shears. I'm pretty sure you can buy them in any general store. And yeah, you just use the shears on the sheep, and then you can be on your way. So it seems, yeah, that you just saw that guy doing it. Now you're gonna want to walk up here, and you'll find a cabbage patch. Now, they heal the same amount of potatoes, even though I think they heal 2. Don't correct me if I'm wrong, but they either heal 1 or 2. But if you come a bit north, there's a much less crowded chicken pit, but then again, much less crowded chicken. Like, much less chickens is what I'm trying to get at. Now, if you want to fill up your vials here with water, I'm pretty sure you can, because there is a sink in this guy's house that you can use. Yeah, so you can do it there. And there's always a sheep in here, so I guess if you want like just to hog that sheep, because I'm pretty sure their wool respawns, you can just get this guy. Now, Fred the farmer, I don't think he does anything at the moment. Nah, he doesn't do anything currently, but he will be programmed to do the quest sheep shearer in the future. I don't think that anything is up in this patch. There's nothing in this patch at the moment, but there will be eventually, I think. No, this is the patch I'm talking about, wheat. You can turn wheat into flour, and you can use flour in bread, so I'd highly suggest using this. I'm not 100% if the hopper works up here yet, so I'm sorry if that doesn't work and I have misled you. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this is here yet, but okay, apparently there is. So if you want to come to the back of here, behind the hopper, you can kill cows. Is there no cows here? Okay, apparently there's no cows here, but then again, it's a good wood cutting spot for a couple of oaks trees and a few normal trees, just for a nice power mining spot. So yeah, if you want to just get on that, that's all good. And I believe that's all there is to Lumbridge at the moment. Oh wait, I forgot my last thing. It's a bit of a walk, so I'm gonna pause when I get there. Also on my way there, I forgot to mention that this is also a very nice spot for cutting willows. There's about 7 willow trees in total. I'm not 100% on that. I might have miscounted. About 5 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. And I to my knowledge, you used to be able to fish here, but obviously you can't at the moment, so I'm pretty sure that was actually recent, but anyway, you can't fish here, but this is just a very nice spot that's kind of less crowded than Willows and Draenor, but I'll be covering that at a later date. Now, I don't think there's any lockpicks in the game yet, so you can't get down to the headquarters, which is down that trapdoor just there. I never actually noticed that. There's actually like a leg of ham as a symbol there. That's pretty humorous. Now, you'll see that the Goblin Mail, that doesn't sell for much. The only thing it's used for, I'm pretty sure, is the quest, the Goblin Diplomacy, the free-to-play quest, which isn't... quests aren't currently programmed, but the back of the castle is probably the best place to kill goblins, because there's heaps and heaps and heaps of goblins here, heaps and heaps and heaps of trees, and there's a little well in the middle if you want to fill up your vials. So I'm going to be going to Lumbridge Swamps now, so I'll teleport, what am I saying? I'll pause the video, and when I get there, I'll show you guys a few cool mining spots of Lumbridge. Also, you can kill unicorns here, which is a very nice spot, and I don't remember what quest you start here, but you can start a quest here eventually. And I think it's something, there's a place around there that's something to do with Lost City. Now, I'm going to Lumbridge Swamps at the moment. You can pick up Swamp Toe here, which I use with those little chameleon thingies, and they're the water ruins, so if you bring a water talisman here, but they're super rare at the moment, and I don't think any NPC drops them, so no water rune making for you guys yet. This is, to get here, you kind of walk through the back. It's more of a southwest of the castle, backward, but there's nothing in that house currently, but we have seven coal rocks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's 7. Sorry, I'm stupid. 7 coal rocks here, 2 adamant, 5 mithril. So that's pretty good. This is a very nice spot for mining coal. Now, I definitely suggest mining coal here. I mined about 500 coal here, and it took me no time at all, considering it's a very unpopulated spot, but you always get that one person who's going for the coal as well, so if you've got something competing with you, I'd highly suggest going elsewhere. But next video, I'm probably going to be covering Edgeville, or Draenor, or even Varrock, but I don't think I'll be covering Varrock at the moment, because it's kind of useless. But just like to mention that in the swamps, you can also kill a crap ton of rats. I think they always will drop bones, and they might drop some other random sort of assortment of items, but I'm not 100% on those at the moment. And thanks for watching the guide. I'm sorry that not everything is coded and I can't cover this guy completely, but have fun, and I hope I taught you something about